There's a gate made of bone and blackberry vine, where the wind forgets which way is time. I found your boots in the ember grass, but the laces sang, let the silence pass. The trees all leaned like they knew your weight, their shadows stitched to a different fate. The creek recites what you once said, but only when the sky turns red. In the field where names forget their sound, no one's lost, just never found. I leave my voice on a hollow tree to echo back what you were to me. Not a ghost, not a flame, not regret, but the breath of a world that hasn't ended yet. I built a bed out of fallen light, where dreams dissolve before the night. And every star that touched my skin asked where you go when you're not with them. There's no trail back from where you fell, just roots that hum and never tell. But I still listen to the dust, it speaks of you in winds I trust. In the field where silence grows like wheat, I heard your laugh between my feet. The soil knows the sky won't say, but I keep walking anyway, with nothing left to resurrect, but love that blooms in disconnect. I found a Bible in the chicken wire, pages soaked in axle fire. Psalm 38 was chewed by mice, but your name was underlined twice. The preacher left his boots on the stairs, said salvation don't wait in folding chairs. He kissed the dirt like it held a map, but the ground just laughed and folded back. The crows wrote verses on the barn roof tin, with claws for pens and smoke-stained skin. They preach in silence, they pray in flight, and I believe them more than the morning light. I wore your voice like a chapel bell, rang it loud through a wishing Gospels written in wind and clay, not in books that time can flay. So I kneel in fields the sky disowns and say amen with the quiet bones. Morning breaks with a gentle glow, footsteps soft where the wildflowers grow. The river hums a quiet tune, carrying peace beneath the moon. River slow, take me by through the days that wandered by. No rush to go, no place to be, just the current flowing free. Willow trees dip in the stream, living life like a sweet daydream. Every breath a calm embrace in this simple sacred place. River slow, steady and true, washing worries fresh and new. No need to run, no need to know, I find my heart in river slow. So if your soul feels lost and low, come flow with me on river slow. A river slow feels lost and low. Come flow with me on river slow. She don't cry, just boils the sea, braids her grief in broken reeds, carries storms in a mason jar, sings to fish like they were stars. Marry young to a man named Wind, he left salt on her weathered skin. His boots came home, but not his bones, so she sleeps beside a pile of stones. Salt wife dancing slow with the tide that never lets go. She don't beg, she don't pray, she just drowns a little every day. They say her kiss can rot a sail, and her hair's just rope turned pale. She waits where the cliff turns black, song that don't look back. If you see her turn away, or give your heart and learn decay, she don't steal, she just receives whatever you wave forgets to leave. Fault wife dressed in foam keeps the dead from feeling alone. She don't speak, but if she did, she'd say the sea forgives no kid. Salt wife dressed in foam keeps the dead from feeling alone. She don't speak, but if she did, she'd say the sea forgives no kid. She didn't leave like people do. She folded light and slipped right through. Now sparrows turn when I walk slow, like they recall what ones still know. I found her hung in roots below, where moss remembers how hearts grow. No letter left, no code, no thread, just moonlight where she used to tread. She lives where the wild wind rests, past the fences time forgets. Not gone, not near, just softly placed in every hush the world embraced. You won't find her in stone or breath, but in the space just past regret. The lantern swings though no one comes, and midnight tastes like distant drums. She loved like fire beneath the wheat. Now every field bends at her feet. Sometimes the creek just stops to sing, like she braided songs into the spring. And all the owls turn once, then freeze, as if she walks beneath the trees. She lives where the wild wind rests, in shadowed light and honest yes. I carry her not in my hands, but in the way the silence stands. She came through the cottonwood twilight, her saddle stitched from old church hymns. The wind held its breath just to listen as her boots tapped ghosts on the brim. Her eyes were two lanterns from long closed minds that flickered with stories untold. She spoke like a match being struck in the dark, burning quiet, stubborn and bold. She rode a horse made of smoke and string. No reins, no name, no wedding ring. Her trail was a map of things unspoken, and she vanished each dawn in the breath of the old. She sang to the sky in a whisper of ash, wove lullabies into the rain. The hills turned their heads just to watch her pass. Even silence remembered her name. I gave her my flask, she filled it with stars. Told me, don't wait, just feel where you are. She kissed like a story that no one believes, then left like the wind through dry autumn leaves. She rode a horse made of smoke and stream, past the edge where the lost angels sing. If you blink, she's gone, but her echo stays like a shadow that hums in forgotten highways. Steam rises off the coffee cup, sun breaks through, the day wakes up. Barefoot steps on the porch wood grain. Peace like this you can't explain. Silver morning, soft and slow, nowhere I need to go. Let the world keep turning fast. I found a place where stillness lasts. Wind plays tunes on the old screen door. Memories drift like they did before. The creek hums low, the willow sways. This is the song of quiet days. Silver mornings, dew and light. Everything just feels so right. stay right here always, I'd live in these silver days. Wind plays tunes on the old screen door. Memories drift like they did before. The creek hums low, the willow sways. This is the song of quiet days. If I could stay right here always, I'd live in these silver days. First light breaks on a cabin roof. Frost on the window, love in the proof. Your wool sweater hangs by the flame, and every breath I take calls your name. Snow on the cedar pines, falling soft like your hand in mine. The world is hushed and white and blue, and all I want is more of you. No sound but the fireside and the snow that paints the sky. Boot prints weave through the frozen ground. Two hearts echo without a sound. You smile and winter turns to spring, in a world where cold can't touch a thing. Snow on the cedar pines, falling soft like your hand in mine. The world is hushed and white and blue, and all I want is more of you. No sound but the fireside and the snow that paints the sky. Let the storm roll on and blind the road. We've got warmth no wind can blow. I'd wait 10 winters just to find this quiet peace in your eyes. Final snow on the cedar pines, falling slow like a lullaby line. Heaven feels just like tonight, wrapped in flannel and candlelight. No sound but your breath near mine, and the snow on the cedar pines. Down where the pine trees kiss the sky, there's a lake where echoes never die. You sit with your feet in the water's grace, and peace draws lines across your face. Still lake, soft light, hearts like lanterns in the night. No need for words when the soul feels right, wrapped in calm, held in quiet mind. Just you and me in nature's sight. Still lake, soft light. The world forgets this kind of hush. No ticking clocks, no need to rush. A dragonfly lands near your hand, and I swear this moment understands. Still lake, soft light, hearts like lanterns in the night. No need for words when the soul feels right, wrapped in calm, held in quiet mind. Just you and me in nature's sight. Still lake, soft light. We don't own it, but it feels like ours. This hush between the trees and stars. And if forever stays this slow, that's all I'd ever need to know. Find a lake, soft light, love as steady as moonrise bright. With your head on me and the world turned low, we've got all we'll ever need to grow. A life built gently out of sight, on still lake, soft light. Rain, don't bother reading me. My name's worn thin by history, carved in love, now lost in liking. Even roots forgot the silence I'm in. Once they came with hands and tears, spoke of war and wasted years. Now the grass just grows too high. No one left to wonder why. I'm a stone with no one left, holding on to a stranger's breath. Time walks past, boots soft with dust. Names like mine just turn to rust. I don't weep, but I remember death. A stone with no one left. Birds don't land, they fear my still. Like I might speak what bones won't spill. She kissed my edge in 49, check the line. You think forgetting's just a fate, but I hold echoes that never trade. A laugh, a vow, a final call. They settle deep and won't shake off. So if you pass and feel the chill, that's just me waiting still. Not for flowers, not for theft, just for someone to say what's left. I sat in his belt since '69, next to rust, sweat, blood and spine. He loaded 6 but chambered 5, said one for later if I'm alive. I rode through war, through jailhouse nights, past whiskey brawls and midnight fights. Each time he reached, I held my breath, but mercy came instead of death. I'm the bullet that waited, silver and still, heavy with silence, aching with will. He never used me, never dared, but I was there, oh, I was there. He lived through fire, through fate, debated, while I just stayed, the bullet that waited. His hand got slow, his aim got wide, his boots grew soft, his horse just died. And in the drawer I sleep today, unfired truth in a world of stray. Some live loud and some go quiet, some in life, in ash and riot, but some just keep a war inside and never shoot what they can't hide. So if you find me one calm dawn, torn and still and nearly gone, know this, not all wounds are detonated. Some just wait, like the bullet that waited. Like the bullet that waited. tucked in wool by a shaking hand. He whispered soon like it was planned. Gunsmoke first, not me, not yet. Now I'm just a promise he never met. He dreamed of dusk and firelight, of ash that danced in whiskey night. But the duel came fast, the aim was true, and all that's left is smoke I never knew. I'm the cigar that never lit, born for fire but died unbit. No spark, no draw, no ghost to chase, just silence tucked in a blood-stained place. They mourned his name with grit and spit, but none knew me, the one he'd quit. The coat got sold in El Paso sun. I stayed in line and thread undone. A preacher found me, sniffed and swore, said he almost made it to one smoke more. You think death's loud, but it comes real small, like breath that stops before the call, like firewood stacked but never burned, like roads that twist and never turn. So raise a glass for the one who fell, but save a flame for the ash that dwells. Not every story ends in grit, some die quiet, like a cigar that never lit. When the world forgets to breathe, past the porch lights hush and the willow's teeth, with a sack of thread and a whisper blade, he gathers the dreams that the sleepers made. Through cotton curtain windows low, he hums a tune the lost folks know, plucks a memory warm and wide, folds it gently, tucks it inside. He's the one who tends the stars, not with maps but with old guitar scars, while you drift through fields of sleep. He's so in silence, so deep, and come the dawn, he disappears, the dream harvester with no years. He once loved a girl who dreamed in red, but dreams like those don't get to wed. She woke too soon, forgot his face, now he haunts her pillowcase. Some say he's cursed, some say he's kind, some say and a fresh cut dream left hanging dry. He's the one who tends the stars, not with maps, but with old guitar scars. While you drift through fields of sleep, he's so in silence, so deep. And come the dawn, he disappears, the dream harvester with no years. So if you wake with your past undone, with hope curled quiet like the sun, thank the man who walks the breeze, harvesting what your heart still sees. I walk the road where the stars don't stay, and the moon has lost its color and turned to gray. The dirt on my boots don't know where I've been, but the wind still carries the echoes of sin. There's a crow sitting by the old iron gate, singing a song of love too late. The trees won't bend, they just stand tall, watching me fall like the seasons that crawl. Underneath the hollow sky I roam, where the night's too cold to ever feel like home. I hear your voice in the cracks of the ground, but it's buried too deep for me to be found. I built a fire from the scraps of the past, but it burned too bright and didn't last. The river's still flowing, but it won't let me swim. And the birds flew south, but they didn't sing. I tried to climb, but the walls won't break, and every step I take feels like a mistake. I reached for the stars, but they were already gone, left me with nothing but the wind's mournful song. Underneath the hollow sky I cry, for the things that lived and the things that died. I'm just a shadow, lost and untold, drifting through a world that's too frozen to hold. She walks with the wind in her eyes, where the road don't end and the sun don't rise. Boots that echo on a heart gone cold, chasing a story she's too scared to be told. Her mouth don't speak, but her shadows sing of broken wings and a stolen ring. She sold ashes of her past and the bones of the pyre. Veil of dust, mask of sin, she wears her ghost like a second skin. She don't cry, she don't flee, just walks in circles till she's free. There's blood on the dirt where her feet have bled. The stars won't guide her, the moon's dead. She's a myth and a lie in the wind's own song, but the truth is she's been running all along. You can hear in the howl of the owl, she's the coyote's rage, the jackal's prowl. She'll never stop, she'll never stay, just vanish in the night and fade away. Veil of dust, forever lost. She ain't got a name, she ain't got a cost. If you see her, you'll know her well, but you'll never speak the truth you tell. Veil of dust, forever lost. She ain't got a name and she ain't got a cost. If you see her, you'll know her well, but you'll never speak the truth you tell. They built it wrong, or so they say. A lighthouse 10 miles from the nearest bay. No gulls, no ships, no ocean spray, just rows of wheat that sway and sway. But every dusk he climbs the stairs, lantern in hand, salt in his prayer. Though he's never seen a tide or well, he swears he hears a phantom sail. He lights the lamp for skies that weep, for storms that rage in someone's sleep. Though sea lies far beyond his reach, he guards the ghosts that haunt the wheat. And maybe dreams don't need a shore to crash, to drift, to ask for more. The townsfolk laugh, call him the bluff, say tending wheat is light enough. But every spark that he ignites, he swears it shines through stranger nights. One girl left town and years went past. She sent a shell, I saw your mask. windswept farm and see a tower shining warm. No, not all sailors ride the foam. Some keep the sea by staying home. Past the split rail fences, where the thistle dares to grow, lives a man who keeps the hours that the world forgot below. He winds a clock made out of stone, it ticks and crows and rain. Says time don't pass, it circles back, wearing different names. And he hums to the sun when it rises slow, tells the wind which way to blow. He's got jars of thunder on a cedar shelf and a song he only sings to himself. They say he once danced with the northern lights, traded years for stars and silent nights. The world spins fast, but he walks slow. The man who keeps the hours don't need to go. His roof is made of calendar, leaves that fall but never die. He catches echoes in a jar, then throws them to the sky. Children climb to hear his tales of mornings left behind, of a train that only runs for those who've lost their sense of time. And he hums to the sun when it rises slow, tells the wind which way to blow. He's got jars of thunder on a cedar shelf and a song he only sings to himself. Say he once danced with the northern lights, traded years for stars and silent nights. The world spins fast, but he walks slow. The man who keeps the hours don't need to go. I asked him once what time it was. He smiled and shook his head. It's always now or never, boy, depends on what you said. So when the clocks all break and the bells don't chime, look up that hill and you might find a man still humming, quiet and proud, keeping hours inside the clouds. And he hums to the sun when it rises slow, tells the wind which way to go. He's got jars of thunder on a cedar shelf and a song he only sings to himself. They say he once danced with the northern lights, traded years for stars and silent nights. The world spins fast, but he walks slow. The man who keeps the hours don't need to go. When the clocks all break and the bells don't chime, look up that hill and you might find he walks at dusk with a lantern low, down roads where no one dares to go, not looking for folks or their remains. He's calling out the window panes. In every house the wind forgot. He hums to glass grown cold with rot. Not for ghosts or souls long gone, but for the light that once lived on. He sings to windows cracked and blind, to echoes of a warmer time when laughter danced on curtain lace and someone kissed the fireplace. He don't need walls or open doors. He's mourning what the glass once wore. He knows each frame by name and tilt, each story etched in dust and silt. Some held grief and some held grace, but all held faces time erased. Folks say he lost a child one fall to fever and a silent hall. Since then he roams where light once stayed and sings for what won't be remade. He sings to windows cracked and blind, to echoes of a warmer time when laughter danced on curtain lace and someone kissed the fireplace. He don't need walls or open doors. He's mourning what the glass once wore. So if you hear a song in flame and feel the glass remember names, that's him just passing on his way to sing the dusk where light won't stay. He don't need walls or open doors. He's mourning what the glass once wore. So if you hear a song and flame and feel the glass remember names, that's him just passing on his way to sing the dusk where light won't stay.
There's a trail behind the cornfield where the fireflies won't go, and the owl speaks in riddles only midnight riders know. I've seen shadows kiss the hayloft like a ghost that wants to stay, while the moon once rode a mare down the hills of yesterday. She left me with a whisper and a pocket full of time. Said the stars don't keep no promises, they just mark borrowed time. I've been chasing songs through cedars that no man's meant to play, since the moon once rode a mare and took my heart away. There's a lantern made of amber in the cabin by the stream. It burns with all the names I've lost and ones I dare to dream. I drink silence from a tin cup carved with crooked truth, and I bury all my questions in the orchard of my youth. She left me with a whisper and a pocket full of time. Said the stars don't keep no promises, they just mark borrowed time. I've been chasing songs through cedars that no man's meant to play, since the moon once rode a mare and took my heart away. If you find her where the fence bends like a prayer turned into stone, tell her even the So I'll hum beneath the pine wind where the dusk like gold swayed, till the moon rides back that mare through the dream we never made. There's a lantern made of amber in the cabin by the stream. It burns with all the names I've lost and ones I dared to dream. I drink silence from a tin cup carved with crooked truth, and I bury all my questions in the orchard of my youth. If you find her where the fence bends like a prayer turned into stone, tell her even the wildest rivers still call somewhere home. So I'll hum beneath the pine wind where the dusk like gold sway, till the moon rides back that mare through the dream we never made. Yeah, yeah. Before the frost could form, but the apples still ripen like you're warm. The swing still sways, the ropes are thin, like something tries to breathe you in. Your laughter's stitched in the geese that fly, in curling smoke, in amber sky. I never held your soul outright, but autumn wore it every night. You're the season that wore your voice, not a ghost but a softer choice. In hollow fields, silver air, I taste your name, still floating there. I don't believe in death, not quite, just love that learned to leave the light. The mailbox hums though no one's near. It knows the sound you left last year, and every pine leans just so slow, like they remember where you go. The clock stopped ticking on the wall, but time walks barefoot through the hall. Trails your scent in candle wax, in silence I still talk you back. You're the season that wore your voice, a hymn that never needed noise. No grave can hold what you became. The sky just bends to speak your name. In the dusk, without a sound, you bloom in air
never said the words out loud. Stars leaned in like they somehow found the way your silence dressed the air, so full of love I didn't dare. I built a house on the sound of that, where night rolls in like a sleeping cat. You sat in rooms no one could see, but every shadow leaned toward me. You were the hush between two storms, the pause where longing keeps its form. I held you not in hand but flame, no vows, no rings, just sky and name. The silence that spoke me yours remains in every breeze that won't explain. There's a fence that hums when I walk by, like it remembers your goodbye. The porch light flickers just once each year, on the night your absence feels too near. I heard the desert call you back through sandstone hills and railroad track. But dust don't lie and stars don't bend, they just replay what never ends. You're the stillness under thunder skin, the echo where my ribs begin. Not bound by touch, but tied in grace. I see your soul in empty space. No louder love could break this force than the silence that spoke me yours. There's a fence that hums when I walk by, like it remembers your goodbye. The porch light flickers just once each year, on the night your absence feels too near. The silence that spoke me yours remains in every breeze that won't explain. There's a fence that hums when I walk by. You're the stillness under thunder skin, the echo where my ribs begin. Not bound by touch, but tied in grace. I see your soul in empty space. No louder love could break this force than the silence that spoke me yours.
Silence wears a hat in this one-horse town, tip low like the moon when the sun goes down. Barn doors sigh like they're holding in tears, and the wind knows the names of forgotten years. A crow rides fence post like a midnight judge. Fields lean golden, but they never budge. Your ghost ain't loud, but it hums real low in the hush between the songs on the radio. I left you where the wild oats dream, where the dirt holds just dust and stars and a silence in a hat. Sometimes I talk to the screen door swinging, like it might still answer creaking and singing. But your name don't echo like it used to do. Now it fades like denim in a sunburned hue. I left you where the wild oats dream, where hope walks slow in a sepia gleam. Ain't no preacher can preach where we sat, just a cross-eyed moon and a silence in her head. I left you where the wild oats dream, where hope walks slow in a sepia gleam. Ain't no preacher can preach where we sat, just a cross-eyed moon and a silence in a hat.